and welcome to another episode of The Demon's Den, your stop for horror history, stories, and more. I'm your host Hex, and in this episode we'll take a look at the SCP Foundation. This fictional organization that started out as a collaborative writing project and has since exploded into a multinational organization dedicated to the containment, research, and study of anomalous entities, objects, and phenomena that defy scientific understanding. The creatures cataloged by this foundation are insane. Sure, some are completely false, like SCP-582, which is a self-propagating meme that can take the form of fictional entities that are written about. Others, however, are entities only found in the darkest corners of your nightmares. Hope you're ready, because we are diving in. So, the primary purpose of the SCP Foundation is to secure and contain dangerous or anomalous entities to prevent them from posing a threat to humanity or the normal functioning of the world. These anomalies can range from a sentient creature with extraordinary abilities to inanimate objects with supernatural properties. The Foundation operates a vast network of highly secure facilities, often hidden from public knowledge, where these anomalies are contained and studied. The Foundation's overarching goal is to understand and control these anomalies, ensuring that they don't fall into the wrong hands or cause widespread harm. It operates under a strict policy of secrecy, keeping the existence of anomalous entities hidden from the general public. It strives to protect humanity by minimizing the potential risks and dangers associated with the anomalous entities it deals with. This involves conducting extensive research, experimentation, and risk assessment to gain knowledge about the anomalies and develop effective containment procedures. So, I've known about SCP anomalies and creatures for quite some time now, and I've saved a few of my favorites that I want to talk about. These creatures and anomalies are categorized like this, starting with the words SCP following an identification number. Then they're put into a certain classification. It goes safe, which means if you don't mess with it, you're cool. Elucid, meaning you're not sure what could go down, so just keep an eye out. Keter, which means you can't contain it, and if you can, it's not for long. Let's see, Thamule, I think I'm saying that right. That's a special class that actually contains other SCPs. Neutralized, which means, it's destroyed, so it's more like history. Apollyon is an apocalyptic force that cannot be contained, and Archon, meaning it can be cool, and for some reason it remains uncontained, just for some reason. By the way, if you want to learn about the Foundation and the creatures and all that, I'll drop a link in the description so you can check them out for yourself. It's actually a pretty cool rabbit hole to get down. So the first one on my list is actually a pretty popular one called SCP-173, aka the Sculpture, or the Peanut, a seemingly harmless concrete statue that can only move when it's not within the direct line of any living being. When it moves, it snaps the necks of its victims with incredible speed and force. I remember seeing a picture of this thing in a random Facebook post a long time ago. It was in high school, back when, the creepypastas were just kicking off. And this thing looked eerie. It stuck with me. My first reaction was, good God, that baby does not look good. According to the description, this weird-looking fella can move at what seems like light speed just to use its incredible force to turn you into Balder. Yeah, if you know, you know. Mr. Peanut just barrels towards you like a locomotive if you don't keep an eye on it after looking at it once. Next up is SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile, a highly resilient and adaptive creature resembling a large reptile. It has a strong desire to kill and cannot be destroyed by conventional means, making it one of the most dangerous entities contained by the Foundation. Now, reading up on this guy, the danger level of him is rated Keter, and if you remember from what I said, it means that he cannot be contained, and if he can, it's really not for very long. Past attempts to contain this guy were, well, I guess brutal would be the correct word. Since this dude is seemingly indestructible, they would submerge his body in acid and completely lock down the room, but somehow, someway, it always seems to escape and continue its killing spree. This next one stuck with me because it looks like it comes straight out of the pits of hell. SCP-939, quote, with many voices. They are predatory creatures that resemble large, red-skinned, and I mean like devoid of skin, canines. They mimic voices to lure in their prey, often using distress calls of previous victims to deceive and ambush unsuspecting individuals. These things are missing most of their vital organs, but somehow they can still give birth and eat. I don't know why it would want to eat, given that it's missing a stomach. Turns out, once it's, like, full, it just barfs out whatever it ate, like, from its, like, whatever cavity it was keeping the food in. They're demonic, mutated-looking monster canine creatures with Predator. You remember Predator? You know, the using the human voices to talk to you. Yeah, they have their kind of hunting lures. Imagine you're out for a walk, and you hear a child calling for help, and then you come across this fella ready to slurp the flesh from your bones. I hope it enjoys the zesty marinade that exploded out of my ass as it eats me up. Yummy. Remember when I said there were some world enders classified by the Foundation? This thing, even though it's a, completely fake thing, it still scares the crap out of me. SCP-2317, otherwise known as the Scarlet King, is believed to be an ancient primordial deity, or force, that predates the known universe. It's associated with a prophecy of an apocalyptic event known as the Day of Reckoning. The entity is often depicted as a towering and grotesque figure adorned in blood-red robes and exuding an aura of fear and despair. Its true form, if it has one, is speculated to be beyond the comprehension for human minds. What makes the Scarlet King particularly disturbing is its connection to a group of 7 female individuals known as SCP-2317-A to SCP-2317-6. These individuals are referred to as the Seven Seals and are considered crucial in preventing the impending apocalypse. Each seal is assigned to one of the girls, who is subjected to intense and painful rituals as a means of, containment. The rituals, referred to as, I'm gonna try to pronounce this right, Procedures 110-Montauk, involve inflicting unimaginable psychological and physical torment upon the girls to suppress or contain the dark influence of SCP-2317. The exact details of the procedures are highly classified, but they are widely regarded as some of the most disturbing and morally questionable practices within the SCP Foundation. The Foundation's motivation for maintaining the containment of the Scarlet King and performing the brutal procedures lies in the belief that the alternative allowing the Scarlet King to break free and fulfill the prophecy would result in a cataclysmic event of apocalyptic proportions. The true extent of the potential devastation remains unknown, but it's theorized that the world would be consumed by chaos, suffering, and, of course, the rise of the Scarlet King. Thank you for joining us for another episode of The Demon's Den. Join us next time for more spookums. Until next time, stay safe, lock your doors, and remember, if you see something that horrifies and confuses you to the brink of pure madness, it might be SCP-882. Just, look that one up.